we're in the brand new E-Class E250 Blue Tech, which
Correct.
is the diesel version. And one of the interesting things is that this is now the least expensive E-Class. Is that right?
That's correct. The E250 Blue Tech is our entry level, is our entry model for 2014.
Why did you decide to make a diesel your entry level? Usually these are, if you get a GL, it's the upper model, outside of the MGs, of course.
Well, with the Blue Tech, we knew we had a customer that's looking for fuel efficiency, but at the same time, good economics. And a car like this makes a lot of sense.
Mercedes has been doing diesels for a long time.
Right.
Almost
We
since the
invented the
beginning.
diesel.
I was going to say.
We invented it. So.
And you're getting much more into them now. It used to be that Americans, especially after the 70s and 80s, were kind of, allergic to diesels.
Yeah.
But now it seems like America's kind of coming back around, and they're starting to understand, potential customers, that is, the value of this. What do you see the advantage of a diesel engine versus a traditional petroleum engine?
First off, right away, the fuel economy.
Yep.
Typically, a diesel has almost 30% better fuel economy. But on top of that, just the way the car drives is very well suited for U.S. market. It's a lot of torque, low down in the rev range, so really stoplight to stoplight, you feel that great power. So you really are able to take advantage of a diesel, and that fits the U.S. driving style very well. Also, long-term durability. We've got, obviously, as you mentioned, a great history with diesels, and knowing that we have great durability with this engine. So there's just a lot of things that stack up well for the U.S. market. And with more people coming to bat with diesels, even with our competition, we see that actually as a good thing, because to get the word out about diesel, we feel like that's really going to help us.
Now, the old engines were easily 300,000 mile engines. You suspect the same thing with such a small, it's I believe a 2.1 liter, right?
That's right, a 2.1 liter four-cylinder. And many of those historic engines, let's say from the 60s and 70s,
are still around today.
Yeah, still around today, four cylinders.
Burning French fries.
Yeah, exactly. Not nearly as high tech as the ones today, but we do have very high expectations of what we get out of the new diesels.
And let's talk about the E-Class. I believe it came out originally, this version, or at least the last version, 4 years ago.
That's right, in 2009.
Right.
We launched this generation of the E-Class. Internally, we call it the 212. That's our internal designation. But with the model year 14, we have the most significant redesign with this new E-Class that we've had in our history. So whether it's exterior, we see that instantly recognizable as an update to the car.
Yeah, I noticed that the front is much sportier.
Yeah, sportier front end design. Really,
from a little bit more aggressive.
Exactly, from the A-pillar forward, everything is new. And with the sport model, we've had the sport luxury strategy that we've had since we launched this version, and now we get a little bit more differentiation with the integrated star in the grille versus the stand-up star. So that does give it a sportier look.
And to be fair, worldwide, there's regulations that don't allow those anymore, right? They're dangerous.
Well, they're getting that way.
Yeah.
We're still able to do it. So if you get a luxury version, you have the stand-up star as well. With the laws about pedestrians and interacting with them has it's guiding the design of cars these days.
Yeah, you have a taller hood. So
a little bit taller HUD. There's a crush zone. It's about an inch between where the hood is and anything hard under the hood. So take that into account.
This is an important car, I believe, right? 25% of all Mercedes are E-Class.
That's correct.
It's a significant percentage of your overall sales.
It definitely is, and for U.S. market, it's a huge chunk of our sales. And then if we think of what this car has to do worldwide, you see cars in Europe, they go from taxi cabs all the way up to more than $100,000 AMG super sports cars. So the E-Class is it's the car we call the bread and butter of the Mercedes Benz lineup, because it does so much, and we really cover a huge breadth of really what the customer is looking for with an E-Class.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways, you can always point to a brand and you can say that is a car that represents its DNA. And maybe with Mercedes it might be the SL, because that's kind of sporty, sexy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but in a way I think this is a car.
Well, in the E-Class, because it's not really, it's not every man's car, but it is a car that people can aspire to.
And there's such a
and you could stay in, and you're right, you could stay in this car. You could stay in some version of the E-Class the entire time you want a car, because now we've got convertible, you've got a coupe, you've got a sedan, and a station wagon. So it really does cover such a large area.
And you can also get your 4MATIC system, right, in these
Yeah,
cars.
and that's one of the things. And when you think more specifically about the diesel we're in today, one of the main reasons we wanted to get the 4-cylinder in this car is then to be able to have the availability of 4-wheel drive, which we haven't had traditionally on the E-Class diesel. So we have it in 2-wheel drive, which is our price leader, but then offering the 4MATIC we see as a great opportunity, especially for customers in the Midwest and in the Northeast.